Hey heroes, Zephyr here, and we're trying something a little bit new. I've said this in the past that I've wanted to try to do some Pokemon stuff. I've now got a new recording system that allows me to do just that. I got this recording system for a different project I'm going to be doing in the future, but I figured I might as well take advantage of it and try its different things. This also gives me an opportunity to test it before I go into the other project I'm going to do. So this Pokemon Showdown, most of you probably already know what it is, so I'm going to skip explanations on that one. I would be recording from a DS, but filming DS is expensive. Don't really have the money to drop at this point. There's other things I gotta save for, and I think I've explained the whole job situation in the Vendetta episode on Friday. But yeah, this is a little something I get to express myself a little bit. I'm gonna leave my friend code for actual 3DS battles in the bottom there if you ever want to battle me. All the guys I use here in this particular, well, in Showdown, are all actually Pokemon that I have of bred, etc. So, with that in mind, every one of these teams is someone I've built on my own. Suggestions for guys I should try or build it over time, definitely leave them in the comments. But anyway, this is this is the team that I'm running for the ran for the international challenge, because by the time this video comes out, it'll be over. I've got pretty good win-loss with it. I'll go over it briefly to start everything out, and then we'll get right into it. So Battle Spot Doubles is just one of the... I'm not a huge fan of it, but because it's always the actual competitions and whatnot, it's one that I've grown rather used to. So with this team, we got a couple of different things. We've got Mega Altaria, who is, in my opinion, a little bit underrated for doubles. With Pixelate Hyper Voice, it's a pretty good combination. I know a lot of other things are running Hyper Voice right now, like Sylveon can abuse Choice Scarf and whatnot with it. Gardevoir is a very common user. A disadvantage to Mega Altaria being, of course, that it itself is weak to Hyper Voice. So Hyper Voice is running around everywhere. I've got my way of doing it. Altaria is also not super fast, but we'll get into that in a bit. We got Draco Meteor just for additional coverage. Not that Hyper Voice really goes against anything in particular, but it's a heavy hitter for things. It does some decent damage to things like Heatran and whatnot. We're just max special attack, max speed with with modest nature, because we want to do as much damage as possible with the Hyper Voice. And we got Fire Blast just for coverage, with Protect obviously because it's doubles. Next member of our team, and this is the second Pokemon I was building everything around, is Aegislash. Aegislash is an enormous threat when it comes to doubles. Special is very common just because of how often Burn gets run around. I'm running it with Wide Guard and King's Shield just to protect myself from things like Heat Wave, opposing Hyper Voice, things like that, and then I can retaliate on later turns with a Flash Cannon while Altaria is protecting. Other things like that. Shadow Ball, Flash Cannon just for dual stab, doesn't really need much else. He's running max special attack, max HP to take hits, weakness policy, because he's there to counter things. If I do get hit by a Heat Wave, I can normally live one from the strongest of Heat Wave users, and then just retaliate with a good Shadow Ball, and that is that. Moving along, we have Quicksilver Talonflame, just Sharp Beak for maximum Brave Bird damage. He's there for Tailwind and Quick Guard. Tailwind allows Altaria to outspeed things for a number of turns, and because you only get 4 Pokemon in the battle anyway, this means that for the most part, Altaria can run for sweeps. Brave Bird just for damage. Quick Guard to counter opposing Fake Out and opposing Talonflames, because Talonflames is always one of those major problems that I have. And then just Flare Blitz for coverage. I've yet to use it in a battle. We've got just one of the standard mixed sets, max attack for the Brave Bird damage, enough speed to outrun average stuff, and some HP just to live a couple of hits occasionally. He's never going to level Rock Slide, though, so for the most part, he's there to Tailwind and die. Last 3 members of the party, there's Sup Homie, my Scrafty. Intimidate user. Now, Intimidate's a little difficult to use in the new doubles metagame because you've got things like Bisharp that get a bonus from it, and Melotix now running around with the competitive, and a couple of other guys. So Intimidate's not normally the best option to take. We got Fake Out just for flinching. Protect, Knockout, Drain Punch. So Knockout, Drain Punch obviously for coverage. Protect because, again, doubles. Max HP, a lot of attack, and a little bit of defense just because he's there for resisting rock slides, because My team doesn't do that very well, and Rock Slide's very common. So he's there, he's got a Lumberry. His job is to just go in, do some damage, and I've had him cover my ass a couple of times, but for the most part, he's there for fake out. The additional thing is he's part of my anti-trick room team. Yeah, anti-trick room segment. I keep hiccuping. In that I don't have him invested at all in speed, so he's slow enough. He underspeeds a lot of things in trick room. The other bit is fake out, and our next member that I'll get into are a very good anti-trick room combination. That being Thunderous with Citrus Berry. He's got a weird set that I pulled from the Smogon forums. I did some math. It's the best one considering that I'm running him more defensively with Taunt Thunderwave. He's got Thunderbolt, Hidden Power, Ice just for coverage reasons. For the most part, that's basically anti-Landorus. Because the only members of my team who have to worry about things like Intimidate are Quicksilver and Scraffy. For the most part, I don't have to worry about opposing Landoruses and things like that, other Intimidate users, because it doesn't really affect the major bulk of my team. This is a very strongly special team. Yeah, Citrus Berry, just to recover a bit, he's there to take hits and paralyze as many things as possible so that, again, Altaria can get that sweep. And the last member of our party is El Diabolo, the Ludicolo, being a fake-out user as well. I'm running the double fake-out so that I have two different options. So if there's a fairy type out, I obviously don't want to bring Scrafty because he's going to fake out once and die. So I wanted something that could take those hits. So I went with Assault Vest Ludicolo because he covered... I had a problem dealing with fire, and I had a problem dealing with a couple of different things. There were just things I didn't resist. That Ludicolo resisted them both, or at least was neutral on them both, and can retaliate with Giga Drain, Skull, or Ice Beam. He's got another weird set going on. It's a double set. No attack, even though the fake out, because the fake out is purely there for flinching. But that covers the team. It's obviously flawed in some ways, but it's the first team that I've actually taken the time to do quite a bit of building around. So we're going to look for a couple of battles, demonstrate it out a bit, and see how that goes. I'm fairly low on the ladders, so don't expect a lot. But we're going to try it anyway. Cresselia normally likes to ruin my day. Entei's going to be a problem. I'm thinking lead with Ludicolo, Talonflame. Seems like the best option considering that my fairy typing is going to be stopped by Entei. He's fairly bulky. Yeah, we'll go Ludicolo and Talonflame. And in the back, you help out. And do I want to bring Altaria? Altaria doesn't do a lot to this guy's team. I think my best option is probably going to be Scrafty. And yeah, he pulled timer on me. Alright. So Mega Kangaskhan lead as more or less expected. I'm going to fake out Thunderous because I know Kangaskhan's going to fake out something, and I might as well try to get that Tailwind up as early as possible. Yeah, Mega Kangaskhan. He didn't fake me out. Thunderous flinched, though, and Power Up Punch on Ludicolo. Fairly standard. I'm not super concerned. I suppose I will Scald Kangaskhan, and I foresee a strong attack on that, but I want to try to get rid of that Kangaskhan as fast as possible, especially at that +2 bonus. So we're going to Scald, try for the burn, and then just Brave Bird it to hit it hard. Yep. Talonflame did his job. Life Orb Thunderous, that's okay. Return, alright. So let's go with... Oop. Yeah, I used to actually doing this on the DS. So, let's do that. Let's get I'm going to go straight for the Shadow Ball on Thunderous, and whoop. No, we want to Shadow Ball, Thunderous, and fake out Kangaskhan just to get that quick kill. Whoop. Fake out, not bad, not bad. Rocky Helmet. And that's fine. The Spec D drop. I'm going to Shadow Ball Thunderous again, because at this point, I've more or less signed off the match. He's probably going to predict my King's Shield, so that's why I'm going to try to spread as best I can. Yeah, knock off that Rocky Helmet. And Calm Mind. Ooh, not bad, not bad. And Shadow Ball obviously is avoided. And my Tailwind's gone. That's fine. I'm gonna Shadow Ball Cresselia again. And I'm going to knock off Thunderous's slot, because again, I'm pretty sure I've lost this one. I made a dumb mistake. T-Bolt, that's fine. Moonlight, that's fine. Knock off Shadow Ball. I got the Spec D drop. That's acceptable, I suppose. Okay, Entei's coming out. I'm going to double protect here. No. Because Entei's going to smack me with something. The thing is he going to predict my King's Shield with him? Thinking double protect might be the best option. Yeah, let's go with the double protect. I don't lose anything from it except for Cresselia getting back up. Protect and King's Shield. Sacred Fire, yep. And Ice Beam, ooh. Alright. Neither of those are multi-hit moves, so we're basically toast. Because I can't live a Sacred Fire, but let's go for just knock off Crest to get rid of it. Yeah, we're not going to live a Sacred Fire. Oh, and Cresselia is faster this turn? Was he always faster? Moonlight? Yeah, I guess he was always faster. Yeah, alright. Well, let's look for another one. Yeah, hopefully we can actually demonstrate the better parts of this team. Alright, he has Trick Room is my best guess. So we're going to lead with Anti-Trick Room, so let's go you two for lead. Alright. He's got a decent weakness to Fairy, so let's actually bring Altaria this time. And he's got a lot of dark types, so I'm not feeling Aegislash. I'm not necessarily feeling Ludicolo either, though. I could use the additional Ice Stab, but would I prefer the speed and the ability to actually take out that Ferrothorn? He probably won't bring the Ferrothorn, and I do have Fire Blast on Altaria. So let's go with Ludicolo. Alright. So neither of those are Trick Room users, so that is perfectly fine. I am going to fake out. No, I don't really want to fake out. Thinking about it. It's a very obvious move. He's going to switch one of these guys out at least. Let's fake out Gligar and Hidden Power Ice Gligar. If he protects, but I can't imagine he's going to keep Tyranitar in with Scrafty up in his grill. Nope, he will. I flinched you, and Ancient Power, a special Tyranitar. Fair enough. Let's then go for the Drain Punch on special Tyranitar. I'm assuming... I don't know what to assume. And HP Ice Gligar, because if he made that move at the beginning, I can't imagine he's going to have great moves to follow up with. He might swap Tyranitar into Sableye, or maybe even Mandibuzz, But would he take that risk? Well, what is there to risk? Nope. Done. Ancient Power, that's fine. Okay, he got the all-stat boost. That's also fine. I don't care too much. And bam. Good old Drain Punch. Alright. I don't much care about preserving Thunderous at this point. There's nothing on his team that I really care about keeping him for. Gligar was the only reason I really cared to have him in the first place. I'm gonna make a... Let's make a bit of a ballsy move. Let's do that, actually. Let's double attack him. I was gonna paralyze the Tyranitar, but... 0 point, in my opinion. If we taunt the Reuniclus, it can't go for a Trick Room, and then we'll knock off whatever item it has. And unless it has Mental Herb, which it might. Yeah, can I cancel? Yes, I can. We'll knock off... Oh, nope. Too late. Ice Beam. Sweet. Got rid of the Life Orb. That is perfect. I do not mind that at all. Let's go for Altaria. And let's get out. Do I want to just take you out, or... Drain Punch Tyranitar, Mega Evolve, and just Protect so that I don't get slammed by anything. Because I can imagine that Reuniclus, if it's going to go for Psychic again, will definitely do it on my Altaria. Previously had a Life Orbs, and it can't Protect at the moment. I've got at least another turn of that. Yep, saw that coming. Yeah, there we go. And Flash Cannon. Okay, that's fine. I do not care at all about Flash Cannon. So Reuniclus is basically dead. It's not running... It's not Choice Scarf, so I don't think I can outspeed Altaria with, yeah, base 90 speed. And I have 132. So even if he's max speed, there's no way he's outspeeding Altaria, who can get in a nice Hyper Voice, which will deal with Reuniclus, and... Hopefully he didn't bring the Ferrothorn. No, he brought the Ferrothorn. Okay, then let's reconsider our options then. I'll go for knockoff Reuniclus. No, let's do Drain Punch Ferrothorn and Hyper Voice anyway, because at least Drain Punch is still effective. Yeah. And we'll wait on that. Hyper Voice. It's enough. And Drain Punch. Crits probably mattered, but yeah, we come out with... Actually, well, not really, because here's the thing. Since he managed to kill it, I can Drain Punch again and just fake out so we can't actually do anything this turn. He disconnected. But there we go. There's a win. That's how this team's supposed to run. And I'm a little less nervous from the filming now. So let's see if we can get one more in, and then I'll call this the first episode of this. And we'll probably do some others at some point, preferably singles, because it's a better metagame in my opinion. But I gotta pick which Pokemon I want to copy over from my game, because that's going to be my rule, is I'm only allowed to use things that I actually have. Weak to Hyper Voice, weak to Hyper Voice. Trying to think of what this team wants to do. I'm gonna try... See, the Togetic is probably Eviolite. Let's open up with... Well, no, because he doesn't really help with anything on the team. Do you and you. I don't know which. He's got four potential megas on this team, so I don't know which one he's going to go with. You're good at Anti-Fairy, and we'll bring you. Okay. So Thunderous Scrafty lead. versus Licky Licky Togetic. Alright, what is Togetic going to do? What is Licky Licky going to do? Licky Licky, I can imagine, will explode at some point. I'm going to Thunderbolt Togetic and fake out Licky Licky just on the off chance he is going for the explosion. Because would he risk the double protect on an explosion? I don't know. Follow me. That's fine. Flinched and couldn't move. Okay. This is fine. Let's taunt Togetic so it can't keep using follow me. And I am going to knock off Licky Licky for whatever item it has. Taunt, so it can't follow me after that. Knock off its Eviolite, that's fine. Belly Drum, that is also fine. It's also been revealed that I'm faster than the Licky Licky, so let's Thunder Wave Licky Licky to be safe, and let's go for a safe Drain Punch on it. No, wait. No, too late. Paralyzed, can't move, but Dazzling Gleam I knew was coming, which is going to basically destroy. It's Thunderbolt you and Drain Punch you. Oh, he forfeit. Well, that is fine. I don't know what he had in the back, but that brings our rating up a little bit. I'm going to call that it. That's 3 battles. It was okay. If you want to know more about teams or toss a team my way, feel free. I will give it a shot in whatever battle format. But yeah, until next time, I guess this will be Isaac Zephyr signing out, and I will see you all later, heroes.